Welcome to Gemara Academy. In this class, we will learn Taisus Dibra Maschal Loy Nitzrucha Ela Lekeren Zavis. Let's begin by looking at the flowchart of the Gemara so we can see what Taisus is coming to explain. So here in the Gemara we asked, what does the Bryce mean when it says Aval Yom, but an ocean, Ubika, an area of fields, Vestavanis, in the bench area in front of stores, Veha Carmelis, and the Carmelis. All four of these are not a Rishus Harabim or a Rishus Yachid, rather they're a Carmelis. What does it mean when it says Veha Carmelis and a Carmelis? They're all examples of Carmelis. So we brought an answer from Rabbi Yechanan that when it says Var Carmelis, it's simply referring to another case of a Carmelis, the case of a Keren Zavis, a Smuchel Rishus Harabim, a corner that's right off the Rishus Harabim. Since it's not a comfortable place for the public to use, it's not a Rishus Harabim, rather it's a Carmelis. So the Gemara here is saying that when it says Var Carmelis, it's just referring to another case, the case of a Keren Zavis, Hasmuchel Rishus Harabim. So this is the part of the Gemara the Tosfos is coming to explain and talk about. Let's see the general outline of Tosfos. Rabbi Yechanan explained that Var Carmelis is referring to a Keren Zavis Hasmuchel Rishus Harabim. So Tosfos will explain why he didn't say that it's referring to a different case. Rabbi Yechanan said it's referring to a Keren Zavis Hasmuchel Rishus Harabim. Tosfos is going to present that there's actually another case he could have said it's referring to, and will explain to us why he didn't. So let's see Tosfos now in the flowchart form. Rabbi Yechanan explained that Var Carmelis is referring to a Keren Zavis Hasmuchel Rishus Harabim. So Tosfos here, it's just an arrow, a purple arrow, because it's supporting what the Gemara does. He's just going to explain why he didn't choose another case. So Tosfos says he couldn't say it's referring to a Tzidei Rishus Harabim. A Tzidei Rishus Harabim was the area, like we learned previously, between the Rishus Harabim and a person's house. There would be an open area, which is a Tzidei Rishus Harabim. And according to the Rabbanon, this area, as a Tzidei Rishus Harabim, is a Carmelis. So Tosfos is answering, why didn't we say that when it says V'ha Carmelis, it's referring to this area? So it says Tosfos, he couldn't say it's referring to Tzidei Rishus Harabim, and it's in green because he's answering a question. And Tosfos gives two different answers, but they're tied directly into one another. One is because according to Rabbi Eliezer, it's a Rishus Harabim, and even if it has Chefufei, he didn't want to say it's referring to this case because not everybody agrees that it's a Carmelis. Rabbi Eliezer holds that it's Tzidei Rishus Harabim is a Rishus Harabim, and even if there's Chefufei, meaning there are barriers separating this area from the Rishus Harabim, Rabbi Eliezer still holds it's a Rishus Harabim, and therefore he didn't want to say that Var Carmelis is referring to this case because then it won't fit with all opinions. He preferred to say it refers to the case of a Keren Zavis, a Smuchel Rishus Harabim, because there everybody agrees that it's a Carmelis. And the second answer he gives, but once again it's tied into the first, or maybe since he has a suffix if Rabbi Eliezer admits in that case or not. There's actually an argument. Rabbi Eliezer definitely holds that it's Tzidei Rishus Harabim is a Rishus Harabim if there are no barriers separating it from the Rishus Harabim. But if there are barriers separating it from the Rishus Harabim, then there's a machlekes. One opinion holds that even then he holds it's a Rishus Harabim, and one opinion holds that then he agrees that it's a Carmelis. So the first answer of Tosfos is saying that Rabbi Yechanan is of the opinion that Rabbi Eliezer will always hold that it's a Rishus Harabim, and therefore if we say that Var Carmelis is referring to Tzidei Rishus Harabim, it won't fit with Rabbi Eliezer. And the second answer he's saying that Rabbi Yechanan had a suffix possibly, what Rabbi Eliezer held in that case. And since he had a suffix, maybe he holds it's a Rishus Harabim, and maybe he holds it's a Carmelis. He didn't want to say that Var Carmelis is referring to that case because it might not fit with Rabbi Eliezer. So either it will not fit with Rabbi Eliezer because Rabbi Eliezer holds it's a Rishus Harabim, or it might not fit with Rabbi Eliezer because we have a doubt what he holds. Does he hold it's a Carmelis, or maybe he holds it's a Rishus Harabim? And as a result, he said that when it says Var Carmelis, it's referring to a Keren Zavis, a Smuchel Rishus Harabim, because that will fit with all opinions. Everybody agrees that that's a case of a Carmelis. So Tosfos is simply explaining to us why he chose the Keren Zavis, a Smuchel Rishus Harabim, as to explain what Var Carmelis is referring to, and not a Tzidei Rishus Harabim.